Welcome guys, it is my first oil class. So I know a lot of us have decided this year to live healthier and just make more conscious effort to pay attention to what we are actually putting on and in our bodies. That wasn't something that I thought I was going to pay attention to until I came across essential oils. I was introduced to essential oils by my mother-in-law about, it was a little over a year ago, I think, maybe a little longer, and I started seeing the differences that it made in our family. When my mother-in-law first started, introducing essential oils to us, I just, I love her to pieces, and I was just, the first thing that came to my mind was, oh great, what is she trying to hook us on, I had heard nothing about essential oils, didn't know what they were. They were these little bottles that were extremely potent smelling, but so I used oils for the last year, and it was a journey of trying different, depending on what our situation was. She would introduce something different to us. Then my best friend, who I've been friends with since middle school, she's one of those that is a very thorough individual, and she researched for probably, I don't know how many months, she said she researched, but I thought it was like a year or two, where she actually was deciding which oil company was the best, because she's like, well, why can't I just buy the oils from the grocery store? Wow, have I learned so much since then. So that is what got me thinking, okay, well, I use this brand, there's this brand, and there's this brand. I mean, everybody is making a big deal about oils, and when the trend gets started, then it seems like they snag it and they want to do the same thing, and there are companies out there, and we were just talking about that, me and her were just talking about how there are companies out there that grab that trend of oils and try to sell it and say that they are, 100% therapeutic grade. Of course, we all know that's not true. I am looking forward to expressing my passion about what I do and what I've experienced, for sure, with essential oils. I don't know how Facebook. So my goal tonight, and I've already said a prayer about it, because I'm very passionate. I'm very passionate about this situation, and I've become very passion-driven with this. Everybody's heard of essential oils. They may not know what it is. They may not understand what essential oils do, or what the big deal is about them. There's several brands out there, and if you weren't here at the very beginning, I was explaining that I was introduced to essential oils about a year ago with my mother-in-law, and I used that brand, and then I knew there was another brand out there, a big company that was out there, and my best friend started telling me about it. She started sending me things, and I finally got a chance to purchase Young Living's Thieves when they had a special going on. And of course I have a label over it, but this is the Thieves. I've diluted it because we use it. We roll it on our feet, our chest. It's good for immunity support. But I bought this in junction to compare with my other brand. I don't want to, most of you probably know what the other brand is that I'm talking about. That's fine, but I don't want to say it. The other brand, I compared the differences between Young Living and the other brands, same as. The difference was amazing. To explain the amazing effects that it had on our immune system, it's phenomenal. And again, I hope you all can hear me. If you can't, just let me know. I haven't done this with my computer, but twice. So, when I discovered the differences, I knew, and not only did I get to compare that one, but my best friend sent me a couple samples of other oils that she knew that I had of the other brand to compare and see which she felt that I could compare and see which one worked better, or, just the differences. And the one that struck me was peppermint. Peppermint is, very potent when it's pure. I compared it, this is Peppermint Vitality, but the difference in smell was completely different. The difference in taste was different. The difference in how it worked with whatever situation I was using it for was different. This, with Young Living, is completely 100% pure, and I can tell you that for a fact because it is disgustingly bitter when it's not, when it's just by itself. Like it is if you just picked a peppermint plant and ate it. With the other brand, it was a little sweet. Like it had something added to it. Or it smelled a little sweeter. So it was not the same. It worked differently. It worked, but it took longer and it took twice as much. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with what we consider, essential oils. A lot of people don't know what essential oils are. They are the most powerful part of the plant. And I'm reading from a script because this is my first class, and so I'm still learning, so bear with me. They are distilled from shrubs, flowers, trees, roots, bushes, fruit rinds, resins, and herbs. Oils consist of over 100 different natural, organic compounds. In humans, they provide support for every system in the body. Your skeletal system, your muscular system, your circulatory system, your endocrine, I don't know if I said that right, endocrine system, and your hormones, respiratory system, and immune system. That is where our immune system and our respiratory system is the major ones that I have found with using oils that have really bettered my family. My kids, and you can ask my friend, she was constantly saying, oh my goodness, your kids are going to the doctor like every other month. It was true. It felt that way anyway. But my kids were constantly getting sick. They were constantly getting something that caused them to get on antibiotics. I don't know how many times we would go to the doctor and they would get antibiotics for sinus infections, bronchitis, strep throat, you name it, they seem to have had it. Since I started removing toxins from our house and started using our essential oils in place of all those other junk things that we used before, I have not taken my kids to the doctor, well, since their well checkup a year, maybe 2 years ago. So, essential oils, I'm still building their immunity to essential oils because their bodies are used to antibiotics. And so, like with my son, he had this deep chest cough here recently, and so I'm texting my best friend, her name's Christina. I was like, hey, okay, what can I do? I know I've used my reference book, but what do you suggest? So she gave me her suggestions on what I should try. I did it, and just because we use essential oils doesn't mean that we are just using essential oils. We use any natural remedy we can. Natural cough syrups, that are made with honey is one of them that she used, gave me a suggestion for it. Try using that in conjunction with the oils. It has taken him longer to recover, but I've not taken him to the doctor, and he is getting better. So, they also support the brain health, and they also support healthy weight management. They are used extensively for emotions and spiritual support in prayer life. An oil in a diffuser can soothe a child's tough day from school. It can provide a calming effect when you've had a stressful day at work. And Lord knows, even though us mamas that stay home, we may not go to work, but we are in a stressful setting at home, dealing with the kids and their temper tantrums, which there's no oil for that too, or oils for that, or they're just having an emotional breakdown, or they got an owie, or just whatever. There's always an oil for something, it seems like, and I keep learning that. It's like I find something and I look it up, and it's like, oh my gosh, I need to order these. It's like I wish Santa Claus would just bring me the whole company. So oils can be used in an alternative to toxic cleaning chemicals in the home. And for those of you that don't know, I have my own YouTube channel. It's just kind of a day in the life with me, Memories Embraced by Katy on YouTube. I have that link in my Facebook profile, so you can jump over there and see. But if you go to my essential oils playlist, you will see that I replaced every chemical under my kitchen sink. Every one of them. I mean, my kitchen floor was full of them. And I had a post on my Facebook as well. I replaced all of those chemicals with this one bottle. This is the Thieves Cleaner, the household cleaner. It's a 14.4 fluid ounce bottle. It's $22, but guys, you only use this capful. You distill it with water or vinegar or however you need to use it. The directions on the back on how you want to use it. If it's just an all-purpose cleaner, a heavy degreaser. I have one mixed for just an all-purpose cleaner, but there's glass. There's so many ways that you can use this, and it replaces all of those chemicals under your sink in your house that we use every day, spraying around our children and our pets and ourselves. And this is safe, it's all natural, and I have a testimony about what I used it yesterday for. A lot of you may have seen that on Facebook. I was trying to mow before my husband got home yesterday, and we had a very full gas can. Well, the nozzle to the gas can decided to, as I was bending it into the hole, decided to pop out. And it was a 5-gallon can, so I'm holding it with one hand, and it pops out. So I had gas splash all over my hand, all down my clothes, all over my feet. It got on my watch, it got on my bracelet, my rings, everything. I was covered in gas. So I took a shower. That was the first thing I did. I took a shower because I didn't want that, chemical soaking into me any further. And so I washed it off the best I could. I knew that was not going to help. I was like, what can I do? Oh yeah, let's do this. I grabbed this. I put a little bit in my hand. I got my hands wet. I scrubbed my hands and my arms with it. And, like a soap. I soaked my rings in it. My watch is waterproof, so I scrubbed it with it. It smells like thieves, guys. Gas is gone. I soaked my clothes and my flip-flops that were covered in gas that I was wearing out there to fill up the gas. They were rubber. Everything, all the gas gone. Gas smell is gone. This stuff is amazing. Cleans nasty toilets with some baking soda, some vinegar, and this. I found that to be amazing. This is like a lifesaver. I can't wait to get the whole line of thieves, which would be awesome, especially for teachers. That was one thing that Reba and I made a little spray bottle for her teacher for, with some notes and, all about thieves to give her to try and use instead of those chemical-filled wipes and those chemical-filled other sprays, wanting her to use this in place of those in her classroom. That's an option for teachers that are out there. That way they can replace those nasty things around the kids. And the parents don't need to worry if it's harmful for their children, because honestly, when the teachers start using this instead and using essential oils, out, 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 please.
Get over there, kid.
Shut the door. I was wondering when they were going to pop in. They'd been playing outside. The daddy was not paying attention to where they were walking. So, with thieves, they have this, you can actually get a starter kit with thieves, and it looks like this. For those teachers that want to get, it started in their classroom. You get the hand soaps, you get waterless hand purifiers, the thieves cleaner. Let's see, I haven't even looked. Mouthwash, because there's mouthwash. There's veggie soap. There's laundry detergent that we offer as well. There's Nisha. You also get the Thieves essential oil, and then some sample things in here as well. This is a great kit for teachers that want to completely revamp their classroom or even their homes. For those of you that want, to start this way instead of starting with essential oils. You can use this instead. There's also a Nisha Red, which are these little guys right here. I can't wait to get these on a regular basis because they're a great, what I consider vitamin C to our daily routine of vitamins that are healthy for us. They will help our immune system, and they give, they're supposed to help with energy and all around just health and wellness. And so Nisha Red is one of those on my wish list and I'm also on Essential Rewards, which we could talk about later, that I can't wait to try. Because with Essential Rewards, they have an awesome discounted kit that you can get with Nisha Red. So, since I went off on a tangent about chemicals and replacing, all those chemicals with the thieves, I will continue. You can literally start swapping out every single chemical cleaning toxin in your home to live a pure lifestyle, and you can do it without breaking your budget. Unless you are somebody kind of like me where, you have to really pay attention to your budget because you want so much of it right now because it works so well. You just have to really pay attention. That's why I wish Santa Claus would bring me the company. There are about 300 oils on Earth, but you only need 10 to 20 to build a good kit. And we'll get to that in a minute too. I'll go off on a tangent again. I'm good at getting sidetracked. Should have put my focus blend on. You do not need to be an aromatherapist, which I am not at all. I am way uneducated about a lot of things yet, but that is the cool thing about this company. And with the team that I'm on, we are all about educating. We're all about being there for you. We're godly centered. We are all about trying to help you use the gifts that God gave us. And God made these guys. I mean, they're natural from our plants that we grow, that He created. God created heaven and earth, and He created everything that's on here. And so just trying to help others be able to use these God-made gifts, that is our purpose. So you don't have to be an aromatherapist. In most cases, you just rub it topically into the skin. There are 3 ways to get the oils into your system. The English will apply it topically or rub it onto their skin. The French will ingest and cook with it. And the Germans will diffuse and inhale it, which can be the most effective method because it doesn't have to pass through the digestive system. Which, the cool thing is, with the starter kits, you get that, the premium starter kit with the oils, you get that diffuser, which is so nice, which I have going over here. And it's a raindrop one, and this is what the starter kit looks like. And I have this exact same diffuser. They have several diffusers that you can get. I know my sister got the Rainstone, which has a remote. It's a black one. It kind of looks like a speaker, in my opinion. Really cool. But this is the starter kit. That's what it looks like, and we'll get into like the individualized, goodies of it here in a little bit. So, how do they enter and how long do they last? Tests have shown oils reach the heart, liver, and thyroid in 3 seconds when you smell them. Okay, so off on a tangent here. When you think about, you hear those people are like, well, I'll just, buy the ones that are cheap from the grocery store or from Walmart just so I can smell the pretty smell. No, don't do it. And I'll tell you why. And that is something that I've learned recently as well. The ones that they put in the grocery stores are not pure. Young Living is pure, 100% to the T, probably 500%, in my opinion, to the T, pure. Because the ones in the grocery store have chemicals in them that you're smelling in that aren't doing you any good. Diffuse your Young Living oils. They are what will help you. Like right now, my husband is congested like crazy. He just has that snot build up, with the weather change. He works near coal dust. And we went swimming, and he tried to do a trick in the pool or something, and he inhaled a whole bunch of water, and he's like, I feel like I just neti potted my nose. So now he's super clogged up. So I have the diffuser going out there. I have 2 of them. One that's that came with my starter kit, and then one that my mother-in-law had given me for a gift. And so he's got the smelly open your sinuses up going on out there, because I hate when he has to breathe through his mouth. Breathing through the mouth makes me claustrophobic. I don't want anybody else to have to do it. They were found in the bloodstream in 26 seconds when you apply them topically. And these are kind of the 2 that are, what we're used to doing, is applying it topically or inhaling it through the diffuser, or just, opening the bottle and smelling it. The expulsion of the essential oils takes 3 to 6 hours in a normal, healthy body. So let's go on to essential oil history. They were first mentioned by name in the biblical book of Genesis, chapter 37, when Joseph was sold to the slave traders. And this is something I didn't know until I started with this company. They carried spicery, balm, and myrrh. Genesis ends in the burial of Joseph's father, anointed with myrrh. Oils are mentioned 1,100 times, directly or indirectly, in scriptures. So throughout the Bible, as you're reading your Bible and doing your, daily Bible devotions, start paying attention to see if you find any essential oil mentions. Especially for those of you that do have oils and use oils daily. Do you see that in the Bible? Because it's like getting a new car. Once you get a new car, then you see your new car all over the road. That's the only car you ever see. So do that with your oils. Read the Bible. Do you see it? Some of the oldest cultures on earth use essential oils. The Babylonians placed orders for cedarwood, myrrh, and cypress. The Egyptians used essential oils for beauty and embalming, and they have the oldest recorded deodorant recipe, which I can't wait to get. Young Living's deodorant, by the way. Get rid of that aluminum deodorant that we use constantly. Made with essential oils. Stay out, please. Daddy can help you. So, good thing I put my stress away on earlier. Otherwise, I might have been a little more snippy when he came through the door. I try not to be, but that's what my oils are for. They help me to be a nicer mom on days when I'm freaking out. The Egyptians used essential oils for beauty and embalming, and they have the oldest deodorant recipe. Pakistan and Rome used essential oils in the communal bathhouses. I know some of us are like, oh, communal bathhouses. They were even used by Christ himself. Jesus was given gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Frankincense is sometimes referred to as the coconut oil of essential oils because guess what? Frankincense, which comes in your kit, and I can't believe I'm not out of it yet because it has over 10,000 uses. Frankincense has 10,000 uses that you can use this oil for. That's a lot, guys. I have a lot to learn because I only know a few. Essential oils were used by the medieval Europeans, many of whom brought oils back during the Crusades. It was only after World War II when essential oils were rediscovered, and the science on their uses grows with every single year. And with the word science in there, that brings me to my other thought, is those of you that maybe have a science background or a science degree, couldn't think of the word, I will leave a link in the comments after the video for a site that will actually bring up where you can search essential oils, and it has government, I think it's government, lost my words, but it's a site that will help you with the science in you that essential oils are not in fact a joke. They, some people won't use them because there's no scientific backing. There are, sorry, and that's kind of where I get really passionate and really, I guess, tangent-y, really like in your face. If you believe in our Creator, God Himself, then you don't need science to tell you that these are going to work for you. I have no science in me at all. Didn't like that class, just like math, I didn't like that one either. So I will leave that down below in the comments after the video. So that will help you understand a little bit more background in essential oils that is not listed here. Do essential oils work? I don't know. Do you think they work? Do you use them? Have you tried them? Which ones have you tried? I can tell you that I have used oils, like I said, probably for almost 2 years now. Lavender was the first one that I know we started using because I have 2 children, as you know, 3 and almost 6, and sleeping was an issue, and getting them to calm down for bedtime was an issue, so we started with lavender. And some people could buy their lavender online for like $4 a bottle, or they could go to the farmer's market or the grocery store, excuse me, or at your bulk food stores. In the United States, there's no rating system on essential oils. The closest we get to FDA requirement that in order to label a bottle essential, pure, or therapeutic grade, the contents of the bottle must contain at least 5% essential oil. 5%? Are you serious? This bottle is 100% essential oil. It's not 5%. There's nothing added to it. It's this oil, that's it. How could people even call that an essential oil and pure and therapeutic grade? So, oils fall in 4 categories: grade A, B, C, and D. Grade A is therapeutic, made from organically grown plants and distilled in low temperatures. At low temperatures. Grade B are food grade, but may contain synthetics, pesticides, fertilizers, chemical extenders, or carrier oils. Grade C, oils are perfume oils, like what you could probably get at the grocery store, that often contain adulterating chemicals. They usually have solvents, for example, hexane, to gain a higher yield of oil per harvest. Solvents can be cancerous. A lot of things that we put on our body and in our body can be cancerous, just saying. And in many store-bought oils. They may also be diluted 80 to 95% with alcohol. Well, that ain't gonna do you any good, sorry, just to be honest with you. Grade D is called floral water, which totally sounds like a hot dog to me. So, and here's why. Which is the aromatic only oil and is usually a byproduct of the grade A distillation. After all the oil is pulled out, the leftover trash water is sold to companies which will fill 5% of the bottle with this leftover trash water and fill the rest with carriers and label it pure. Sounds like a hot dog to me, right? You get all that leftover junk that, falls on the floor is what it means to me. They sweep it up and put it in a hot dog. That's what it means to me. I could care less about eating hot dogs. I mean, I will, but, they're not the greatest for you when they're just a bunch of random junk. Grade A is the only true pure oil. Grade D would be like walking into your fridge, taking a glass of orange juice, and diluting it 95% before you drank it. You wouldn't have the benefits of the orange juice, that's for sure. That's why you want grade A oils before you purchase. Check to see if the company grows their own plants, owns their own fields, and controls the entire process from seed to seal. Young Living does all of that. Other companies do not, that I know and have heard of. We process and control everything from seed to seal. It goes from seed to sealing it up to shipping it out to you when you order it. And a lot of times, if we go out of stock on something, it will take a while to get restocked because they have to yield so much and produce so much before they can put it out there to sell again, because a lot of us are waiting for it. And so from the farm to the sealed bottle is what you want. Young Living does that. Pesticides, pollution, previously farmed land, all of it can affect the quality of the oil. Young Living's oils are grade A. Why would you go the extra step of using an oil to get away from a chemical and then use an oil laden with chemicals? It makes no sense. One of the things that stands out to me is Young Living's seed to seal process. It's a promise of integrity, which a lot of things in this world don't contain integrity anymore. Gary Young has said that he will never make an oil for profit. He makes it for a purpose. Seed to seal means each plant is hand-weeded. There are no pesticides used, no chemicals, and no weed killers. The plants are harvested at their peak. They're then put through a vigorous testing process. Then they go from the farm directly to your home. Seed to seed is not a slogan, it's a promise. You can learn more about checking out the story on Young Living and fall in love with the company as much as I have by going to seedtoseal.com. And I'm not just saying that because the script says it, it's so true. I have fallen in love with this company and wish that I had more money in my budget to put towards, purchasing the company itself, because I want so much of what they offer. Because they just had their convention and they came out with a new product line for seedlings, is what it's called. It's directly targeted for new babies. We have a kid scent line that, is great for babies. It's, all the things that are made for the children. They're safe for the children. Not saying that all of these aren't, but they're already pre-diluted or, pre-done for you. So I'm working towards, getting those into my stash pile. But they just made one that is directly for new baby skin. What other company is out there? I'm taking these words from my best friend Christina, because she just said this in her passion video that I saw in our Facebook group. What other company takes pride and takes their time to focus on each individual, from our babies all the way to us? They focus on making something for all of us. Why do oil companies sell their oils cheaply? To save money. And you think you're saving money, but really you're just harming yourself, because later on, when you think you're using it for whatever you're using it for, you still end up going to the doctor, right? If you spray your crop with pesticides, you have more crop to distill. If you use a chemical solvent to extract the oil, you pull more out. If you use a chemical to dilute it with a cheaper oil or a carrier oil even, you can stretch the oil you have distilled. Most essential oils are sold more cheaply because companies cut corners. Young Living does not. Not one corner is ever cut. How are oils made? Here's an amazing history here on how they're made. Well, not history, it's how they're made. When I learned this, I was in awe. It takes a great deal of work, I know, to produce. It's just like having your own garden. But for a tiny amount of bottle, that you're getting, depending on, this is a 15 milliliter and this is a 5, so you can see the difference. 60,000 rose blossoms provide only 1 ounce of rose oil. Lavender is abundant. 220 pounds will provide 7 pounds of oil. Jasmine flowers must be picked by hand before the sun becomes hot on the very first day they open, thus making it one of the most expensive oils in the world. It takes 8 million hand-picked blossoms just to produce 2.2 pounds of that oil. Wow. I should have looked up the price of our jasmine oil to see what that price is, because I bet it's pretty hefty in price. A sandalwood tree must be 30 years old and 30 feet high before it can be cut down for distillation. But a little goes a long way. And here's, where I had to remember which brand I was using. Most oils are $10 to $30 a bottle. A 5 milliliter bottle contains about 90 drops, and a 15 milliliter bottle contains about 250 drops. Each application is 1 to 3 drops, meaning even a small bottle will give you up to 45 to 90 applications. Thieves Cleaner is made of plants only and costs about $1.50 a bottle. So I made that for her teacher. It cost me maybe $1.50 to make it, and that's just the bottle. And this, because it really took not much of nothing out of my bottle that I have here at home. I've had this for almost a month now, and it's still up to here. And I use it a lot. So, you can't even get that in the organic section at your natural food stores. It replaces a multi-purpose cleaner, glass cleaner, and floor cleaner. I use it on my hardwood floors. I have natural hardwood floors here. It makes it look so much better. It doesn't leave that nasty film on my hardwood floors. I always thought, I'll try this floor cleaner or this floor cleaner for my wood floors. It would make it look shiny, and then once it dried, it was the nastiest looking film on my floors that it looked like I just sanded them. I can't tell you how much my floors look now, because when I use my Thieves household cleaner and dilute it for my floor, my hardwood floors look amazing. So are essential oils safe? There are certain oils that are photosensitive, meaning you don't want to wear them and then go out into the sun. These are usually the citrus oils, like grapefruit, lemon, orange, etc. When using on your skin, always, 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 no matter what you're using, always try it in a small spot first, and then see if it gives you redness. And always check to see, because most of these, on all of our oils, they will tell you if it needs to be diluted or if you can put it on neat. So watch for redness and dilute with a carrier oil. Dilute oils on children especially, because their skin is more permeable and absorbs the oil more quickly. What is a carrier oil? I use coconut oil. For us, I use the liquid coconut oil for like rolling bottles. This one is my immune roller for my kids, and for us, it helps, keep us healthy. I have a sleep time roller, so I use the liquid for that, and then I get the hard, like in a jar, coconut oil to make like rubs and stuff. And you can do, when you have that issue of, when I had the issue of, I need a rolling bottle, but I don't have any. I just made a rub, because I could always put it in a glass container and make it and just rub it on instead of using a rolling bottle that's, easier to just pop off, roll on, and go. So, and the carrier oil, it's a fatty oil like olive oil and coconut oil, because the molecules are much larger, and so it slows down the process of the essential oils, soaking into the body, because the essential oils are a lot smaller molecules. I'm no scientist, so bear with me. Because it slows it down, it has to ping pong through the large molecules of the carrier oil in order to get through your skin. So if you dilute it with carrier oil, know that it's not going to immediately work, because it's slowly soaking into your system. I know when I get when my head starts hurting from headaches, I will use a mixture of oils. I'll rub it on and just give it time to let it soak in. Be wary of putting oils topically near your eyes, especially peppermint, because it's like cutting an onion, in my opinion. It gives off that fume of burn. So if you need to put it around your eyes, put it on a Q-tip and then rub it around your eyes for whatever you're using it for. Don't ever directly put it on your face, and don't touch the tips of the bottle, because then our molecules are getting, and our bacteria and all of that junk is getting inside of our oils, so we don't want that. You can become desensitized to an oil if you use the same one day in and day out. So my favorite oils that I use with Young Living are my Stress Away, my favorite bottle. It actually came in the starter kit as a 5ml. We quickly upgraded as soon as this one was out. I took the label off of this one and reused the bottle. This is my mixture for ready to go drop in my diffuser of Stress Away, and my other favorite, Tangerine. I got this free when I signed up with Young Living in May. That was their promotion, that you could get a free 15ml bottle of Tangerine. Love these two. And my sister was so sweet, she bought me a chakra bracelet. So I use those on my bracelet, but I also use other ones because I took the Abundance Challenge in my group with Young Living, and they sent us a Lily bottle of Abundance. And it's a very thick oil, so apparently I didn't put very much on when I used it, because I didn't realize that it was very thick until not that long ago. And an Abundance, it's a leather cuff that says Abundance. You want to feel abundant when you do things. Like tonight, I wanted to feel abundant in offering knowledge to you guys and changing maybe 3 or 6 of your, minds about being healthier and just making your life better using essential oils. So you want to make sure when you use essential oils that you just rotate them every 3 to 4 days, so your body's like, okay, I know what you're doing, I'm over this. What about internal use of essential oils? So NAHA, one of the top aromatherapy schools in the United States, doesn't advocate essential oils for internal use. Why? Most oil companies don't carry any GRAS, generally regarded as safe, essential oils, which have been cleared by the FDA. NAHA also bases a lot of their decisions on the British model, and if you remember, the British model is, I done forgot. Anyway, which advocates topical use, only. British only, topical only. Many of the British studies are flawed. For example, done at extremely high doses or in ways that oils aren't used, like pouring a bottle inside the body. Young Living Methods utilizes all 3. We utilize the British, the French, and the German. The French have been safely using some essential oils internally for decades. Young Living has created a Vitality line just distinctively labeled, so you can easily recognize which oils are safe to take internally. Not saying that all of them will sound, specifically, let's see, women. And the vitality is labeled with white, and it'll say vitality at the bottom. It's hard to see. See where it says vitality? But you could get a big bottle like this, labeled just like this of women. It doesn't mean that it's not the same oil that's in that vitality. There's nothing different. It's just showing that, for compliance reasons, because Young Living is more involved with compliance than other companies, that we have to pay attention to some of the words that we use and some of the ways that we show we're using these, and how, that's why when I explain when my head hurts, I wasn't using the word or the oils. I wasn't telling you what oils I use, because it's like prescribing a medicine to you, and I can't do that. That they would shut me down. We are very compliant because we don't want the FDA to come after us because, or the company, because we're not trying to make this a, over-the-counter drug, is what we're trying to say. I don't know how the other company that's out there is, how they have to be compliant. I've never asked my mother-in-law if there are things that they can or can't say. Every company has their niche of what they can and can't do. So let me see. On the flip side, here's where we get into the fun stuff. I know this has been long. It's almost an hour. But just go into your bathroom or your kitchen and start looking at all the ingredients on the back of all the labels that you carry in your house, and tell me, can you recognize any of those words? Can you pronounce them? Do you know what they are? You're putting them on your body. You're putting them in your body. Here's a fun fact. The average woman, and I'm not going to say just women, because it can apply to guys too, they can apply over 300 chemicals on a day-to-day basis on their body using soaps, makeup, and hair care products. 80 of those products are applied every day before breakfast. As you can see, that's a lot of chemicals. We put on lotions, we put on our makeup, and yes, I have makeup on right now, and it is not Young Living Savvy Minerals that they just came out with, that is safe for your body. Savvy Minerals just came out during convention as well. My best friend has been using it and absolutely loves how it works. She's compared, with different companies, their minerals and how the coverage is, and she says the coverage is phenomenal. And I will also link her video about her passion in the comments as well, because if I can't give you passion, that girl will, because I kid you not, she's very knowledgeable, she's very outright spoken, passionate about this company. So, when you use Young Living's essential oils, you're using a product that only has one ingredient, like the lemon, the oregano, the tangerine. It only has that in it. There's no chemical yuck in it. So I know all of this is a little overwhelming, and I went off on tangents and things like that. So I want to tell you how I started with my oil journey. I started with a Young Living essential oil starter kit. I got the kit just like this one. It's a $160 kit, $300 value in oils, because I knew these worked. I had done the comparison with this and the other brand, and these can't compare to any other oil out there. Sorry. I'm just going to be outright and straight with you. Because I personally, and so has others, there are others that have actually went from one company to Young Living because they have seen the change, they have seen what it does, they have seen how pure, they have felt it, they've experienced it. You can't beat this right here. This is well worth your money. I kid you not. My sister was very excited to get hers when she got hers. She signed up under me to get her kit not long, like maybe a week or two. Well, no, she signed up the day that I unboxed mine from the mail. So she was super excited when I unboxed it that she got hers. And that's on my Facebook somewhere. I didn't even find it. I couldn't find it. And one thing that she asked me was, if I get the kit, am I obligated to sell it? No. None of us are obligated to do anything we don't want to. I just started, I just got the kit because I wanted the discount, the 24% discount, instead of having to pay the retail price of the oils. And so I never in my wildest dreams was planning to make this a business. I don't sell it, I share it. I want to share this experience with you. I want to share, you can see I'm getting very passionate about it. I want to share how amazing these are. Those of you that have new babies, maybe those of you that are breastfeeding, there's an oil for that. If you're having issues with milk production or a clogged milk duct, we can help you with that. And just because, and I can't stress it enough, just because you want to get a starter kit does not mean you have to sell it or share it or anything or offer classes like this. This is my first class. That's why I'm reading from a script, because I'm still learning all of these things. It was just something that I got the kit. I was like, I'm not going to make this a business. I started sharing it, and I couldn't believe it. Just, people are so interested in it. And, they're appalled at when they start realizing what they've been using all these years. And now there's a better way. So I'm asking 3 of you, is there 3 of you out there? Maybe 5 of you. Heck, all of you. I don't care. Bring it on. Have I changed your way of thinking? Just based on the knowledge that I've just given you, to be able to go, you know what? Not just for my sake, but for my kids' sake, I'm going to get a premium starter kit. I'm going to start using these oils in place of chemicals, instead of antibiotics or drugs or anything of the sort. That was probably totally uncompliant right there. But there is an oil for everything. We have reference books that you can use. We have apps that you can use. There's an app out there for us that we can use in order to help us guide, if I had something like with my son, I was like, okay, he's got this. I looked in my book, but then I asked Christina, my best friend, I said, what's your suggestion? So she gave me her suggestion, and she's very knowledgeable. She's been experiencing and researching and doing things for a long time, and I've always relied on her for that. And then I go and research afterwards on some things just to help me learn. But with all of that, a starter kit, even if you're a frugal mama, like we are on a tight budget. I knew my husband said no because we were getting the oils from my mother-in-law for free. But I knew in my heart that I was getting the starter kit that next time he got paid back in May, because it was for the health of our family. And like I said, if some of you may have missed it, I haven't taken my kids to the doctor for don't know how long. There are cases where if I need to take them to the doctor, I'll get the diagnosis. But then I can come home and figure out, okay, what do I have in my first aid kit, my cabinet, medicine cabinet, that I can make and help them instead of getting that drug or that whatever. You know, what can I do? Help better your family. In the long run, you will save money because you won't have that doctor bill, because you just made it better by changing your body's way of thinking. That's how I look at it. So, because of course we're Facebook Live, I can't pass around the starter kit to let you guys smell everything. But I will show you everything that comes in the starter kit, because it's the best bang for your buck. You get 11 oils and a diffuser. And that's so worth your money, because the diffusers run from like, I think $30 to, I think some of them are even $200 on there, depending on which ones you get. And again, there's more than just the oil starter kit. There's also the Thieves starter kit, the Ningxia starter kit, just depending on your need. So, with the starter kit, you get a sample of these little bottles, so you can, you know, always have these ready for when you need, or you hear that need from somebody. And one of the most popular ones to carry around with you is peppermint. Thieves is another one of mine, and they also come, your starter kit also comes with these cool little cards where it gives you about the oil and how to use it, and it gives a nice little pop out. I gave a Thieves Vitality sample just like this to my daughter's kindergarten teacher, along with her Thieves household cleaner, to help her with her needs. So you get these to help you share. But not only that, it comes in this pretty box. Of course, I was a total idiot and threw the innards away from my box instead of having that cool stand. So it comes with this cool thing on the inside. I threw that away like an idiot. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, I'm never going to use that. Well, if I'm going to start doing classes and stuff, I'm going to want that for display. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do. So it comes in this pretty box, and I love it because it's like magnetic. And all I was thinking was craft, you know, when I got this box. I was like, ew, what can I make with this? Total random, sorry. So then you have the Vitality comes across like the top section of that holder. So peppermint. And I can tell you a little bit about each one. So peppermint, it supports gastrointestinal comfort, promotes healthy bowel function, enhanced healthy gut function, helps maintain efficiency in the digestive tract, and it may support performance during exercise. So you have peppermint. I am actually sadly out of this one. Very sad. All that I have left is an itty bitty little sample bottle that I have as a rolling that I use and take with me in my purse. Next, frankincense. Remember those 10,000 uses that this one has? Frankincense has, oh, that's purification, sorry. They're both red. Frankincense has 10,000 uses. One of the top skin oils. It helps smooth the appearance of skin, a key ingredient in Young Living's Brain Power essential oil blend, diffused during prayer time to help with grounding and purpose. Frankincense. I can't tell you, we can't have enough frankincense in our house. Frank, he's got to live here forever. Lavender. Another one that I'm out of course, because we use it all the time. It's an oil for relaxation. Diffuse for a calming, soothing aroma. Unwind by adding a few drops to your nighttime bath. One of the top oils to support healthy skin, called the Swiss Army knife of essential oil because of its many uses as well. Purification. Back to the purification. So we have our purification. I'm out of this one too. I'm out of a lot. So sad. Because we use them. And they work. Purification. This is a good one. Another favorite of mine. Diffuse to freshen the air. You walk in your house and it smells like a sticky dog, or smells like dirty feet, or a dirty work hat. It helps freshen the air and it eliminates odors. Add a carrier oil to moisturize your skin for a soothing massage on your feet, using a spray to enjoy an annoyance-free outdoor experience. Thieves. Our favorite for immune support. Thieves. Now I'll tell you, this one's a spicy one. It's got a lot of cinnamon and clove and stuff in it. It has cinnamon and clove and several others in it. So it's a very spicy one. But it helps support a healthy respiratory system and maintain an overall wellness when taken as a dietary supplement. Add a drop to hot drinks for a spicy zing. Or in our case, we add it to some honey when feeling a little under the weather. We'll add it to some honey and take a spoonful of honey. A little spicy, but makes you feel good. Stress away. Now I told you this is my stress away. This was the bottle it came in, but I reused this as a diffuse recipe, so I can just easily drop it in instead of taking all my oils to the diffuser. Stress away. My favorite. It's a vanilla smell blend. It promotes wellness, and it's like a little one that comes in the bottom section of your essential oil kit. It enhances the taste of food. Oh, wrong one. It promotes wellness and may be an important part of a daily health regimen. One of the top emotion oils. Yeah, because I just got this one about a month ago and I'm trying to savor it. But I use it on my bracelets. My abundance bracelet and my chakra bracelet. Thanks, Brenda, for that. I wear this all the time. Lemon. Everybody loves lemon. We put lemon in our tea, lemon in our water, and it's the vitality. So you know that it's okay to ingest. It's a citrus flavor, enhances the taste of food and water. It's a key ingredient in your Thieves and Ningxia Red. It may help support the immune system. Panaway. This one you can apply after exercise to soothe the muscles. It has a stimulating aroma. In my opinion, it kind of smells like muscle rub without all that chemical nastiness to it. It has like that menthol smell to it, but not strong, nasty menthol like the chemicalized muscle rubs that are out there. Apply to the back of the neck, to the back and the neck for a soothing aromatic experience. Supports the appearance of healthy skin coloration. Now this one I can never say right. Copaiba. Can never say that one right. It promotes overall wellness, supports nearly every system in the body. It smells terrible, but it does work. Also great skin oil. Like I used some of it on my son's bug bite to see how it would help. It really helped his bug bite because he had it inside of his belly button, and so around his belly button was all red because of it. But I diluted some copaiba, if that's how you say it, and just really worked on him. Digize, where are you? Digize. Another one. Top oil for supporting the digestive system. Obviously, Digize. Add 2 drops along with a drop of peppermint to the water for a stimulating beverage. Take in a veggie capsule internally. Use with essentialized, I can never say this in one thing, essentializyme at every meal to support wellness regimen. I can never say that one. RC. Not the cola. It supports a healthy respiratory system, diffused for a comforting aroma, contains eucalyptol, rub on the feet and chest, encourages an atmosphere of comfort. It also works great for your immune smelly stuff that you're having. So the question is, how do you order your starter kit of your goodies? Just like mine. Your essential oil kit also comes with, this is samples that I have, but you get samples like this in your kit to be able to pass out, because when you start using oils, you turn into like me. I need the shirt that says, I'm silently assessing your oil need. Literally, I do that with everybody. So those of you listening and all of my friends, I am always silently assessing your oil need, and I want to help you because I don't want to see you suffer. And just because you're using one product out there, what is it? One of my gals that's under me, Candy, she uses, she has a starter kit as well, but she's also in conjunction with the juice. I can't even think of it. It's plant-based food stuff. Totally forgot what it was. Anyway, so do you want to order your kit? Do you want to make that change? Because as mothers or as fathers, we take that first step in making a change in our home. Nobody else is going to do it for you. That's why I told you my husband said no. I made the change because I knew that it was better for my family. Yeah, it wasn't a go over very well situation, but it didn't last long with the attitude or argument, because in all around this, it made healthy wellness sense to him, and he knew that. So, if you go to youngliving.com, your best option is to become a member. Becoming a member does not mean that you're selling or sharing. I call it sharing because I don't sell it, I share it. Doesn't mean that that's what you're doing. You're just wanting to make a change in your home, start living better, start using better things instead of chemicals, be able to do what I did and go to your kitchen sink and empty out all those chemicals under your sink and use just that one cleaner. So when you go to youngliving.com, you will want to make sure that, and I will leave my personalized link in the comments as well. That way you guys can get on there and go ahead and click it. And I'll go ahead and write that on there now. So you guys can click on it and you can grab your starter kit and start making that change, because it's so worth the investment, not just financially, but in your health, your family's health. Because as you see with essential oils, you get those oils, or you can get the Thieves Kit if you want to, switch out the chemicals instead of getting all the oils, because you're not sure that you want to take that step in figuring out what to do with oils. Some people are scared of oils and not sure, well, I got this kit, well, now what am I going to do with it? That's what we're here for. You can always contact me. If I don't know the answer, I will contact, my upline, and they will give me resources or the answer. We are always, 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 always here to educate you. And that is what we want to stress. We want to educate you with what you have. We don't want to leave you hanging in the dust. I can tell it's getting dark in here. I'm glad I turned on lights. But click on that link and grab your kit today or tomorrow. Make that change. But you can see you'll get the 2 samples of the Ningxia in your kit, your Stress Away, and it comes with a Rolly applicator, which I have put on our thieves. So you get this metal applicator, and it has Young Living around the side. And this is our thieves that I have diluted down. So it comes with the special lid and the roller. This is great for immune support. And then you get those cards that I showed you to sample out with these little guys, or with these as well. And here's your samples and the rest of the cards and your diffuser. And you get to pick what diffuser you want, depending on what you want it to look like, what your budget is. You can pick any diffuser that you want. This one right here, this is the Raindrop, and this right here is the $160 kit with the Raindrop. As you get more, like with my sister who got the Rainstone, it was a little more expensive for the starter kit because it's a little more expensive of a diffuser. But it's still at a better price getting it this way than it is retail. Like, seriously. And some of you may have seen some of my posts during the month of August. Young Living is phenomenal with offering specials. So I can't tell you how amazing these offers are, but they have these, and my best friend put these kits together, and I can post these as well on here. But this one is for parents of babies. This has a premium starter kit, a Thieves, or you can pick a Thieves Essential Starter Kit, the seedling line, and then it shows what free oils you would get. So, yeah, because you won't be able to see that. So I'll have to post these on here because they are awesome. They are kits that literally, so the parents of babies, this kit is literally $360 plus tax and shipping, but the retail value of this kit right here that's spelled out for you on here is $939.26. That's almost $1,000, and you're only paying $360. Wish you guys could see that. Can't see that at all. So, not only will you receive 300 PV back from Young Living in the future for future orders, which is product value, but you also are joining our community to learn, thrive, and grow in your own toxin-free lifestyle. So we have 4 different ones that she put together: Parents of Babies, Kit for Parents, the Premier Starter Kit, the Antioxidant Packed Premier Starter Kit, and the Premier Starter Kit for any parent. So I will make sure to get those up there for you. Do any of you have any questions? Because that's what we're here for. We look forward to seeing how many awesome minds that I've changed in becoming a less toxic chemical household, because it's a journey we all take together. And I can't tell you how essentially happy I am with the change that I've seen and experienced in my household. Because my kids are healthier, I myself am healthier, and my husband is healthier. He knows he will say something and I'll be like, I have an oil for that, or I can get an oil for that, and he laughs at me. So the other thing I wanted to touch base on is if you sign up and you want to do, there's a section on there for essential rewards. I can't stress to you enough, essential rewards is like an auto ship. It's something that you can cancel anytime. It's a monthly thing where you can get on your virtual office. And if you sign up, I can always meet up with you and we can walk through it. I can teach you how to use it and just work with you, because I want to be here to help you make a better lifestyle. But essential rewards is a phenomenal thing, because not only are you receiving percentage back for what you spend, but you're also earning, like, every 3, 6, 9, 12 months, you receive a free oil from Young Living. Young Living is like so amazing with their giving, which, giving was part of our scriptures today in church. That, that was one thing that really touched home with me, is I want to give more to you guys of sharing this amazing God-given oils, because they work and it's so much better for you. I mean, if they weren't good for you, he wouldn't have made them. It's natural. And those of you that are teachers, try those the thief cleaner, because it really does make a difference, and it cleans phenomenal. Wow, I was impressed. The kitchen sink is shinier, the bathtub, the wood floors. So, sorry this has lasted forever. I hope to talk to some of you. I look forward to talking to some of you. Again, please click that link. It will take you directly, and you don't have to fill out any numbers, because I don't have my number memorized at the moment. I lost that brain cell for a moment. That way you can just go through the process of signing up, getting your kit, and making that healthy, well change in your family. So I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm a very open, straightforward person, so it lasted a little longer than I thought it would, but I went off kind of on tangents. But support. I have an amazing book that I got from my Abundance Challenge, Oil and Glass. This has lots and lots of recipes in it. I mean, look at that, for babies and children. This book is phenomenal, so if there's something that you guys need, I look in here and try and find it. And there's also, Tantrum Tamer Roller. We were just discussing that. There's stuff in here for pregnancy and birth. Those of you that are going through that right now, there's the Digest Roller, like if you have heartburn, so to speak, or you're just, feeling kind of icky. Some people can't eat certain things when they're pregnant because it makes them feel yuck. Mama-to-be morning tea. And belly butter. Back to sleep. So, it's a great book. So, I will end this here and see if I hear any good news from you guys. I look forward to hearing from each and every one of you that you're changing the way you live. Embrace those memories, guys.